Welcome to TechGen, where we explore the latest technology, innovative gadgets, and smart buying guides to help you make informed tech decisions. Is the XFX Speedster SWFT210 Radeon RX 7600 still a smart graphics card for modern 1080p gaming? How much performance can you expect from AMD RDNA 3 architecture, 8GB of GDDR6 memory, HDMI, 3 DisplayPort outputs, and the RX 7600 GPU? And who is this graphics card really designed for? I've added a link below where you can check the latest price, current offers, and availability. The XFX Speedster SWFT210 is built around AMD's Radeon RX 7600, using the RDNA 3 architecture and 8GB of GDDR6 memory. That combination makes it particularly well suited to gamers building a dedicated 1080p gaming PC. The RX 7600 is designed to deliver strong rasterized gaming performance at full HD resolutions, making it a natural match for high refresh rate 1080p monitors. With modern games, that means you can target smooth gameplay while taking advantage of higher graphic settings depending on the title. The 8GB GDDR6 VRAM is another important part of the package. Graphics memory stores textures, frame data, and other assets needed by the GPU while rendering games. Having 8GB gives the RX 7600 a useful amount of dedicated memory for 1080p gaming, where high-quality textures and modern graphical effects can demand substantial VRAM. The card uses the RDNA 3 architecture, bringing AMD's newer GPU technologies to a mainstream graphics card segment. RDNA 3 also introduces features designed around improved graphics performance and efficiency, while supporting technologies such as AMD's modern upscaling and frame generation ecosystem. For gamers, that means the card can be paired with compatible software features to help increase performance in supported games. The RX 7600 is especially interesting for users upgrading from integrated graphics or an older entry-level GPU because a dedicated graphics card provides substantially more graphics processing capability. In practical terms, that can mean higher frame rates, higher visual settings, and access to modern GPU-accelerated features. For competitive games, the card's 1080p focus also makes sense because the GPU can target high frame rates without needing to render the enormous number of pixels required by 4K. If you're pairing it with a 1080p 144Hz or high refresh rate monitor, the RX 7600 can be a particularly logical choice for a balanced gaming system. The XFX Speedster SWFT210 design adds its own cooling hardware around the RX 7600 GPU, giving the card a dedicated graphics card form factor suitable for desktop gaming PCs. If you're enjoying this review so far, consider giving the video a quick like. It really helps support the channel. Connectivity is another practical strength of this model. The card provides one HDMI output and 3 DisplayPort outputs, giving you multiple options for connecting modern gaming monitors. With several display outputs, the GPU can also be used in multi-monitor setups, which is useful for streamers, creators, productivity users, and anyone who wants additional screen space. You could have a primary gaming monitor connected through DisplayPort while using another display for Discord, streaming controls, browser windows, monitoring software, or other applications. The 8GB GDDR6 memory also works at high memory bandwidth to help the GPU move graphical data efficiently, which becomes important when games use high-resolution textures and detailed environments. For content creators, a dedicated GPU can additionally accelerate supported editing, rendering, encoding, and creative applications. Compared with integrated graphics, the RX 7600 provides a major step up in dedicated GPU resources. Compared with older entry-level Radeon cards, the RDNA 3 architecture brings a newer platform with modern feature support. And compared with more expensive high-end GPUs, the RX 7600 is much more focused on efficient 1080p gaming, making it a sensible match for users who aren't trying to build an ultra-high-end 4K system. For viewers searching for an XFX RX 7600 review, RX 7600 gaming performance, best 1080p graphics card, Radeon RX 7600 8GB review, XFX Speedster SWFT210, RX 7600 8GB gaming GPU, RDNA 3 graphics card, or best budget gaming GPU. This model offers a straightforward combination of dedicated graphics performance, 8GB VRAM, modern AMD architecture, and flexible display connectivity. The card's 8GB GDDR6 capacity gives games dedicated graphics memory for textures and rendering, while the RDNA 3 architecture brings modern Radeon features to the system. The HDMI and 3 DisplayPort outputs also make the card useful beyond gaming, particularly for multi-display productivity and creator setups. So, is the XFX Speedster SWFT210 Radeon RX 7600 worth considering? If you're building or upgrading a gaming PC primarily for 1080p gaming, this graphics card offers a focused performance platform with 8GB of GDDR6, AMD RDNA 3 architecture, and multiple modern display outputs. It makes particular sense for gamers who want dedicated GPU performance, high refresh rate 1080p gaming, and access to modern AMD graphics technologies without moving into the highest-end GPU category. For a balanced gaming build, the RX 7600 provides a strong foundation for full HD gaming, esports, content creation, and everyday GPU-accelerated workloads. Thanks for watching TechGen. If you found this review helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tech reviews, comparisons, and buying guides. See you in the next video.